Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
The Bison have officially arrived in Frisco. The NDSU Bison football team arrived about half an hour ago. The team looked relaxed as they entered into the West End Stonebriar Hotel. They've been on a roll, going undefeated this year, and are riding a 36-game winning streak dating back to 2016. We'll have more Bison coverage later in sports. But for right now, let's turn it over to Hutch for our Road to Frisco forecast. Hutch, what's it going to look like for those hitting the road?
Well, for us around the valley tonight, we're dealing with a few flakes. More on that in a second. Right now, a look at that Proceed Road to Frisco forecast. First and foremost, temperatures in Fargo have been rising from our morning low of 18 below. We're at 6:59, your current temperature out in Frisco. So we'll be talking to our gang down there shortly. Hey, couple things to know. Light showers on Thursday on your trip down to Frisco. But Friday afternoon, strong to severe weather is in the forecast for the southern plains. We're going to have tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds, and even bands of snow through the central plains. The moral of this story is try to be where you're going to be by Friday afternoon, because unsettled weather will carry us into game day when we'll have a brisk north wind and cooler temperatures traveling all that way to get some North Dakota-like weather, although I don't expect gobs of snow in Frisco. For us, tonight, spotty flurries of snow here, a little more significant up to the north, where we do have some reduced visibility thanks to the blowing snow up there. I'll have hour-by-hour details on how our forecast changes as we go through the overnight hours. And for those of you heading down south to Frisco, we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a few minutes.
All right, well, thank you, Hutch.
You bet.
It just breaks my heart. Makes me mad, lots of mixed emotions.
A South Fargo woman has been looking to buy a specific breed of dog as a Christmas present for her son. So she turned to the internet to fulfill her son's dream. Instead, it turned into a nightmare. Valley News Team's Joshua Pagaro has the whistleblower report of buying dogs online and tips to avoid being scammed.
Elizabeth Reesberg says she was dead set on buying a puppy for her son.
He was super professional at first. Said, "Hello, dear customer," sent me certificates for me to sign.
She went on Facebook and thought she found a great deal. It was a dog she wanted. The buyer made many promises and requested she send payments through an app called Venmo and the website's PayPal. But then things hit a snag. The buyer requested more money, saying the dog needed $1,600 worth of shots in order to get on an airplane in the East Coast. That's when she realized it was a big scam, losing about $500.
I said, "I can't believe you would do this to a single mother with a 3-year-old that just wants a puppy, and all that money is just gone."
The Better Business Bureau says Reesberg fell into a trap, and scammers played her with the same script they all use.
Never wire money, especially for a pet or, any major purchase, because it's not traceable and you're not going to get your money back once you figure out it is a scam.
The Better Business Bureau reports a jump in pet frauds since 2017 from 4,664 to a projected 12,345.
I always recommend asking to see the pet too, because that's another red flag.
As for Reesberg, she says next time she'll visit a local animal shelter and adopt. In Fargo, Joshua Pagaro, Valley News Live.
Another tip from the Better Business Bureau is to research prices on the pet you're buying. If you're getting a cheap price online, it could be a scam. And if you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, call our whistleblower hotline and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. The family of Brenda Cardis is asking for your help after someone entered a local business and told employees they had specific details surrounding Cardis's death. Fargo police posted a video on Facebook saying the employees did not know the person making these claims and that no video exists of the conversation. Brenda's remains were found in South Fargo in August of 2019. Brenda had been missing since July of 2018.
We miss you, Brenda. You were gone for 406 days. They found your remains. It's very hard on the family, and we want to know if anybody's out there that knows anything. Please come forward.
If you have any information, you are asked to call Detective Lovejoy at 701-476-4176. West Fargo police are asking for your help in locating this person of interest that's up on your screen right now. He's believed to be involved in an ongoing investigation. If you have any information about him, call the West Fargo police tip line at 701-433-5333. Fergus Falls police are asking for your help locating 29-year-old Matthew Karst, 23-year-old Shaylee McClough, 25-year-old Jacob Karch, and 34-year-old William Gramling. All have open warrants. If you have any information about them, call Fergus Falls Police at 218-332-5555. A 20-year-old man is dead following a rollover crash in Logan County. Officials say it happened around 11:30 Tuesday night on Highway 13 when 20-year-old Garrett Nelson lost control of his vehicle. Authorities say Nelson's vehicle rolled and he was ejected. He was transported to the hospital where he later died. The crash remains under investigation. The family of Olivia Lone Bear have offered their support to the family of Carol Lynn Maui, the 30-year-old woman missing from Standing Rock Reservation since November. Olivia's brother Matthew, along with other members of the Lone Bear family, traveled to Fort Yates Tuesday to meet the family and give them supplies to keep search crews fed and warm. On Tuesday, horseback riders joined other volunteers and law enforcement in the search for Cara Maui. The volunteers on horseback searched areas that are hard to reach on foot between Selfridge and Porcupine, a distance of about 20 miles. The North Dakota Supreme Court received more than 10 complaints a day after it allowed easy access to court documents. Yesterday, the state suspended the rule where anyone from home computers could view court records online. The service was launched on January 1st after 3 years of discussion. In September, the High Court adopted a rule change allowing people access to court documents remotely instead of going to the courthouse. That change took effect January 1st, but is now on hold as the idea is reevaluated. An infant in Minnesota has died from whooping cough. Officials say it's the first severe case since 2013. The child was diagnosed in August and died in November, which has health experts in the valley urging expecting mothers to get vaccinated as infants aren't eligible for the vaccine until they're 2 months old.
They can end up in the ICU. They have episodes where they're now not breathing. They can even have episodes where now they've got pneumonias.
Fargo Cass Public Health says in 2019, North Dakota saw 37 cases of whooping cough, with 9 of those just in Cass County. We bring you the next news with heavy hearts. 7-year-old Miles Allen, the West Fargo boy who has battled an aggressive and rare form of cancer, lost his battle this morning. Following a prayer, his family released balloons outside of the hospital, led by Big Brother Trayden. We spoke with the family and will bring you the full story of Mighty Miles tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10. The Clay County Sheriff's Office says their new canine has arrived. Canine Officer Goose arrived to the department on Monday and has partnered with the Deputy Sam Granboyce. Deputy Granboyce and Goose are set to hit the streets by summertime. The department thanks the community for their support of the canine program and for the many generous donations they have received. Join us tonight as our Proceed Road to Frisco coverage live in Frisco, Texas with the Bison football team. We'll bring you all the latest all week, taking you up to our 90-minute long Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show on Saturday. Coverage begins at 9:30 a.m. that day with kickoff to follow at 11 between the Bison and the Dukes. Later on Valley News Live at 6, big changes are to happen with the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, how this could impact those in Minnesota.
From the Northern Valley into northern Minnesota, we started the day off 20 to 30 plus degrees below zero. We've warmed up a lot, but we have some growing pains to talk about, some wind, some snow. All details in your hour-by-hour forecast coming up next.